You're watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini and Ross Kinsey.
It's always tough to open with Snider.
Last year, we beat ourselves.
Put it all out there the first week.
We just got to come out the gates just blasting.
We've been looking forward to it since August started.
We want to get the season off to a win.
Set the bar high.
We just got to bring it. This game determines whether or not we get the bell or not.
Nothing like Friday nights. Just can't wait to get the season started.
Well, get out the paper hats, whack the piñata, and blow out the candles because we've got a birthday to celebrate. The Highlight Zone turning a sweet 16 years old, longest-running sports show here in Northeast Indiana.
Absolutely, and what better present than a whole new season of high school football? We've got familiar faces in new places, but we start off here in week one. Two teams who know a little thing about tradition. We'll get to that, though.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to get to that big game as far as the SAC bell goes, but we're going to start out with a winning streak. Dwenger, 36 straight wins in the SAC, taking on Southside. Eddie Fields, the new coach at South. Here in the first quarter, Southside's Curtis Williams, big old number 44 with the field goal block. That sets up the Archers in good position. Ensuing drive. Jordan Joyner, the new quarterback out there, to Aaron Thomas with 3 guys on him. Are you kidding me? Great catch at the 9-yard line, and they are milking this one for all it's worth. Next play, Demarius Norfleet, apparently is fleet of foot. He gets the touchdown, and it's 6-zip Southside because the extra point was no good. Second quarter, Dalton Wheeler knocked out of this game earlier with some bruised ribs. It looked painful, but it was worth it. 58-yard touchdown run, and Dwenger takes a 7-6 lead in the second quarter. How about Espinoza of the Steven variety around the corner for a 1-yard touchdown, 14-6 Dwenger at that point. They go on to extend their SAC winning streak. Your final, 24-6.
You know, we came out really slow, but our defense started picking it up, and so did the offense in the second quarter. You know, second half was a little slow as well, but we got a lot of things to work on next week for our next opponent.
You know, we've got some ways to put points on the board, and I think once they see that things aren't broken, it's just a missed assignment here and there, that they'll get better.
Southside gets Snider next Friday. Dwenger battles Concordia at Zollner. And speaking of that field, our next stop, how about Concordia? Coming off a winless season, but they are happy, are the Cadets, to start this one off. They were taking on Northside. Third quarter, Northside up 24-13. Concordia 4th and 1. Stuffed by Dre Morris up there. Big old number 31 making the stop for Northside. You gotta love that. All right, Redskins ball in the ensuing possession. 4th and 10. 4th and 10, they go for it. C.J. Jackson to Jamarius Turnage. 2-point conversion. Good, 32-13 Northside. How about in the third? Concordia trying to come up with something on offense, but it's Anthony Lanier with a touchdown. He goes pick 6. The Northside defense looking good. Redskins win it 53-13.
What do you say we head over to SPULLER Stadium as the Bruins get ready to take on an out-of-town team in the Anderson squad? Tim Martone and the Bruins, you know, actually, you know what? Let's go to the game of the week.
Let's go to that big SAC showdown, shall we? Let's get right to the highlights as Snider taking on Luers. You don't want to say the bell's decided in week 1 by any means, but hey, this one could decide it when all things are said and done. Matt Lindsay in his 25th year at Luers. He is the dean of SAC coaches. First play, how about this? Long pass, James Kanapke to Michael Rogers. We're going to see that combo maybe all the way to Indianapolis. I don't know. Touchdown right there, and things are looking good. Then how about Kanapke? The pitch to the big man, Jalen Smith. He gets in for a touchdown, and you gotta love that. Snider, though, working. It's the young kid, Brandon Phelps, finding Derek Carlisle. And, oh, yeah, he's looking good, feeling good. And at that point, it's Snider up 7-6. How about this? John Nelson.
Good redirection.
You gotta love John Nelson. Breaking free, that's a touchdown, folks. And Matt Lindsay in the
love the shorts.
Hey.
That's my kind of coach.
I know. I think you have those shorts, matter of fact. How about Kanapke, though, here in the second half? The big arm, that's why he's going to Bowling Green. Finds who else but Michael Rogers for a touchdown. See, Snider was up 14-12 at half, but Luers now taking control of this one. And more from Luers. Jalen Smith. His brother Rod is a running back at Ohio State. And you know what? Everybody in the world is recruiting this guy. Some say he's the best junior in the state of Indiana. He showed Snider why, and Bishop Luers picking up a win in this one, 32-21 to start off the season right.
Our game was to come out passing and get them on their heels, and then second half we were gonna pound the ball.
You know, I think we're coming to expect to be able to win these kinds of games. So, you know, we're gonna go back to work and just take Northrop's next week, and we can't afford a letdown. I want Dwenger at the end of the year undefeated. I want them undefeated.
There you go, Matt Lindsay saying what he wants. Luers gets Northrop next week. Snider, as we mentioned before, hosting Southside.
What a great way to start the season. But you know what? You know what we love about this show? We just fly by the seat of our pants.
It is
you know
true.
what? Sometimes technical difficulties allow us to, I don't know, reconfigure the show a little bit.
I think my pants are on.
So let's now go back out to Spuller Stadium as Anderson travels up to take on the Bruins. And Anderson was on the attack early. This is a little misdirection play by Devarte Rayford. Yeah, he's picking up a few yards, taking this one all the way to the end zone. Anderson was up 17-0 at that point, but the Bruins fight back. That's right. They go for it on 4th down. Colin Brockhouse to Markinson Williams. That's a touchdown, makes it 17-7. But this time, the comeback would fall a little short as Anderson gets picked off, though, by Robert Martin. But the Bruins do fall in this one, 17-14, the final. Let's go down to Indianapolis. Wayne and brand new head coach Robert Brown, his first game at the helm. Actually, that's not Robert Brown. That's our friends at Indy shooting the wrong coach.
Well, that's not Robert Brown. We'll get him when he comes back up here.
We'll get him when he comes back. But you know what? They were taking on Indianapolis Tech. Keon Powers hits Kendon Luers for a big gain. Maybe that was him on the sidelines there. Powers rolls out, picks up a few yards again on this. Obviously, things not going well for Wayne. They were missing a few starters tonight. They battled hard, but Wayne falls big in this one, 45-15, the final.
Yeah, a lot of freshmen starting on that team because they did have lose 7 players earlier in the week to a few different things. Certainly Robert Brown, not the way he would have liked to start, but that's it for our SAC coverage right now. But like a cup of coffee in the morning time, we are just getting warmed up.
Got a huge rivalry game at Kriegbaum Stadium. The Spartan Empire looking to spear the Vikings, and same faces, different places in Woodburn, the Zone. We're just getting started.